What the fuck was that?
Yeah, we're going inside. So my parents' neighbors have dogs that are basically horses or demons. I'm still unsure which one it is. I'm trying to get them on film or on a picture because they are intense. They're huge Great Danes. When you think about Great Danes, they should be like Scooby-Doo. Not the case. It is Monday, June 22nd, and so we are quietly and without being disrespectful to the neighbors trying to find them and take pictures of them. They can literally stand against the fence. I think it's almost 6-foot fence and have their heads over, which is intense. Puppies! 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 Tell me this stuff is not out of a horror movie. Alright, well, while I have a second, the light that I showed you guys earlier for like a tidbit.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, we're going inside. Sorry about that. There's something really strange. I don't know if I picked it up on my phone or not. I was getting ready to come in and there was some kind of like cough or bark or I can't even explain it. It was so unnatural with the sound that it scared me, honestly. And I didn't want to be out by myself alone in South Carolina, in a small town where the woods are very close. Also, got a little bit of a sunburn. And weirdly enough, oddly enough, for the new hires at the schools in Orange County, or at least at my school, I had to answer a questionnaire, and also I had to give them a short blurb or a little biography of what I wanted to share with the upcoming students or parents or whatever they wanted to do to look into me. I also had to send a picture of myself, which oddly enough in my social medias, I don't have many of those by myself. So my wife was nice enough to go outside with me and take a couple of pictures. We chose one of like 11 to use, and we sent that. So I don't do Instagram, I don't do the Snapchat stuff. It's just literally YouTube, Twitter. All reality, I don't even get on Facebook. My wife gets on my Facebook more than I do. Oddly enough, I don't take many pictures of myself now that I realize that, and I don't really need to. Only stuff I really do is the vlogs, the gaming, and stuff like that. So it's kind of weird, kind of odd to notice that, but even weirder, even creepier outside at my parents' house, 10:30 at night when all the neighbors are silent. I know I didn't do a good job last week of updating you guys or keeping you guys like updated where I was or what was going on, but we got up to my parents' house on Friday. I wanted to take a day or two with them personally to just kind of hang out, unwind, and get caught up on everything, because I haven't seen them in what feels like a year, but it's been about 6 months. So it's nice being able to come up here before having to go back and get busy. We're taking the time now to enjoy it. We'll see what else we can get it into while we're up here. Friday, June 26th. It is about 5 o'clock in the morning. We're getting ready to head back to Orlando for the day. It's been a quick, early week. Parents' house. I know I haven't been updating you guys as much, but wanting to spend time with them, making the most of our time. I'm extremely tired, but that said, we're going to stop by Bojangles, going to get the car loaded, and hopefully make it back within a decent time. Spend the night in Orlando, and then go back to our house in Palm Beach County for the last time for the week, get it set up, and then move back up to Orlando. Help my wife get ready, so I'll catch you guys throughout the trip. Yes, day 104 of the quarantine. It is Saturday, June 27th. It's weird setting the first time in like 3 weeks. It's the first time in 2 weeks, 3 weeks that I've been home. As you guys saw before, right this second, we have actually gotten most of the stuff packed up for moving. Not this week. So this week, the goal is to get everything packed up, the rest of the house. And then next week, we are renting a U-Haul at the very beginning of the week, getting it packed. And then Wednesday, technically speaking, is the last day that we are going to be down here. So it's kind of bittersweet. First time in a very long time that we don't have our oldest dog with us. She went to the in-laws' house because of all the moving around. She usually is a runner when it comes to that kind of stuff. If she gets out, she takes off. So we're trying to think carefully before just overlooking it and her getting out. So it's going to be weird not having her around. I'm sure she's fine because she loves everybody and anybody that takes her, but you can already tell in the attitude or the outlook of our puppy Raisin, who's acting a little bit weird, and it's going to be weird for us since we haven't technically been away from Goober in over a week for a very, very long time. So it's going to be kind of weird meeting up with some old co-workers from the school and definitely being lazy. And don't judge me because technically speaking, today's probably the last lazy day we're going to have until we get everything moved out. But one thing is, and the fun thing is about this, is the fact that my wife is constantly sending me texts, or what I think are texts, which are actually links to houses. So we get to go technically house hunt again, or at least look at some houses that we might be interested in our price range, to see the difference of where we came from to where we are now to where we're going to be. It's kind of crazy that if there's not a lot of updates, which again, this house was made, we thought was created in 91 or built in 91. Technically, I guess it's 88 based off of what our realtor said. Appreciation, I think it's called, where a house, you upsell it, I guess, or appreciates. The fact that when we got the bubble collapsed, so we got it when it was a buyer's market, and it started to be a buyer's market again, to the point where the bubble's starting to increase more and more, and we're selling at a price that we're happy with. We made some money off of this, but we're looking to actually sit down and settle. It's going to be kind of weird being in the in-laws' house. My wife said to my father-in-law today that it wouldn't be more than 3 months because of how tired they would get. I'm thinking 6 months, but we'll see. It's always a difficult time and it feels like, even though we know it's not, it's going to feel like we're imposing on them because, 2 families in one townhouse is going to be a little bit difficult, especially with the amount of room there is for 4 people. So that's always fun. But right now, just kind of taking it easy. Missing the pup. Yesterday we got into Orlando around 3 o'clock and took it easy again. Drove down here at 12, and so we've been moving some stuff around, as you guys can tell. I've been playing games, haven't played games in like 2 weeks, which I get some of you guys are probably like, Sag, you're going nuts. But for me, it's like, feels like a drug addict getting back on his drug. Anyway, with that being said, Cody and I pulled out, or Chomp and I, that you guys know him as, pulled out our first win when the first game of duos that we played, the first Warzone game back winning. Winning is tradition around here, baby. And you guys are along for the ride with me. So get ready. There's more to come. That's it for week 15.